episode on everything girly. I'm excited about today. Do you sometimes feel like you could hurt the person that hurts you? Do you sometimes feel like you could just do something to make them feel the way you're feeling right now? Like all the tears, all the pain, everything. Do you just wish that you could just do something to make them feel the exact way that you feel? Do you go through a breakup crying yourself to sleep and wishing things were different? Do you sometimes just wish you could just end your life after a breakup? It's silly, but I know a lot of us think about things like that. Do you sometimes wish you could just go to his house and strangle him? Because I mean, if it's not gonna have me, no one else is gonna have him, and let all of us just be lonely forever. But the truth is, I've been trying not to talk about this, but my friend really convinced me to talk about it. So now let's talk about how we feel about breaking up and how we'll handle being single. Everyone have how they handle breakups. Everyone also have how they handle being single. Let's be honest. Let's be completely honest. Being single can be lonely. It can be completely lonely. It can be sickening, maddening, exhausting, draining, saddening, kind of lonely. But you know, one thing that can also be lonely is having someone, being in a relationship with someone that is practically unavailable for you. There's always an excuse. There's always something. You guys stay in the same house for days, weeks, and it's not even looking at you. You guys don't communicate. You guys don't even have sex. What are you doing? That's a different kind of loneliness. Sometimes you're like, I'd rather just be lonely than go through this type of shit. But loneliness have different levels. And people in relationships go through that as much as people who are not in a relationship. But the truth is, sometimes it gets really lonely and you're like, I wish I was not in a relationship. And it gets really lonely and you're like, I wish I had someone. Your boyfriend just broke up with you. You're hurt. You're completely hurt. You're sad. You're teary. You hate him. Or sometimes you don't even hate him, because you know what? There is nothing about the entire situation that, like, you look back at your thinking and you just realize that everything was perfect. So you're not hating him. You're confused because you're like, what went wrong? And yeah, there are times where you actually hate him because it was obviously a jerk. But then again, would you rather be with someone who makes you unhappy? Would you rather be with someone who makes you feel less than yourself? Would you rather be with somebody who would carry you from like this and makes you feel very little? And then they are quick to say, I love you, I love you. Is that what you want? I'm a big, huge fan of love. I love love. I love relationships. But you also have to understand that things happen for a reason. Yes, we do not understand the reason, but... And at that point, you're hurt, so you're not even thinking because it's all emotions talking. But you also have to use logic. I mean, sit yourself down and think about it. Think about why this shit happened. Think about all the good things that you guys actually had together, all the amazing moments and all that. Think about it. When you're thinking about it, definitely it's going to make you cry. But it's important that you think about it. In the midst of thinking about all the things that made you happy, you realize that there are certain things that were not right in the relationship that you obviously overlooked. And sometimes when a relationship ends, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You feel like it's all over. I'm not going to, how do I want to start again? We've been together for 3 years. We've been together for 5 years. How am I going to start again? I can't start again. I can't do this anymore. I can't do... Dear, when love finds you, you will forget who that person was. Yeah, the thoughts would cross your mind, but trust me, because you're in a happy place, you will forget all of that. But what if a guy doesn't come at the time you want them because, oh, you're so lonely, you're so lonely, you're so lonely? Enjoy being alone. Figure out why you're alone. Figure out why this guy left you. Figure out how you want your next relationship to be. Create a standard for yourself and do not settle. Do not settle because you are lonely, because, girl, you're not going to be happy. Do not settle because you just want somebody to be around you. If you've not gotten over your ex, you cannot be emotionally available for your new partner. So you have to completely get over your ex. to be prepared and ready for this beautiful love that has come to stay. I feel like for every relationship, give your best. Don't let one man suffer for something that some other douchebag did in the past. And sometimes it's not always the guys that is at fault. Sometimes even you girls una get wahala. So think about these things too. Ask yourself, was this something I did wrong? And figure things out. And one thing I always say is, if 3-4 people say the same thing about you, then you are the problem. But if it's just this particular person that is saying this thing and everybody else don't think you're that kind of person, then you're not the problem. The guy is the problem. So these are things that you actually need to figure out and move on. And if you are the problem, work on yourself and move on and embrace the new love that is coming to you. And if you're not the problem, that's even another opportunity to settle, because now you know your worth. You know that you deserve better. You know in your heart that you deserve better. You deserve a man that will treat you like a queen because you're ready to treat him like a king. You deserve a man that will respect you because you're ready to respect him. You deserve a man that would hold you and show you off to everybody because you are that woman that is going to hold him and show him off to everybody. So create your standard and let yourself know that this is who I deserve. And until you find that man, girl, do not settle. Let people tell you you're selective. Let people tell you that you too they do shakara. Yes, because now you know what you don't go through. Now you know how your eye they pain you for body. They say the person that wears the shoes know how the shoe hurts. Everybody go see and say, this the shoe fine, oh, but you wear the shoe, now you don't know how the shoe they take pain you for leg. Do you understand? So please try. It's important to know who was at fault after a breakup and accept it. See, forgiving someone is one thing. Letting go of someone is another thing, which are kind of easier. Moving on is the problem. Like, how do you move on from this? How do you, especially if you had a very beautiful relationship and you didn't even know what happened and the guy just walked away. You're confused. You're like, how did this even happen? What did I do wrong? What have I said? Did I, was it something I said? Was it something I did? Should I have not said this thing? Should I have hugged him when I shouldn't have? Should I have done this? You're constantly asking yourself questions, but girl, you don't need that. No, you're lonely now. It's okay. Learn things. Go out. Reflect, go to the beach. Beach helps a lot. When I'm during my downtime, I want to go to the beach because I just feel like I think better. Or just do something. If you have to be with friends, hang out with friends, do that. Go to the movies. Just do you and accept the fact that he's no longer in the picture. It's not gonna be easy. You might cry for days, you might cry for weeks, you might never cry at all. And then after like 2 months, you just remember something and then you're crying and wailing. It's okay. Go through that process. Allow yourself to feel all the emotions. But when you're done crying and wishing and hoping, move on. It's not gonna be easy, but you have to move on. Do not look for a rebound. It doesn't help. It doesn't help. Someone has made me a rebound before and it tore me to pieces. Do not look for a rebound. You don't need to, and make sure that before you go into a new relationship, figure out or find out what that guy has been through in his last relationship and ask questions. Always ask questions. Don't let somebody make you his own rebound, because then it would hurt you badly. Do not make anyone your rebound, and do not allow anybody make you their rebound. It's gonna hurt like shit. And you're gonna hate yourself more for allowing that happen to you again and so soon. Take care of yourself. Take care of your heart. Do not settle, because you are beautiful, you are unique, and you deserve a man that treats you like a queen. And if you're one of those girls that brain they touch, work on yourself and be a better woman for that man that loves and truly deserves you. You get it? So I'm gonna see you guys next week. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think about today's episode. Thanks again for the feedback from last week. I really, really appreciate it. I'll see you girls next week on Everything Girl.